What's up everyone, this is Suitable Hands and I'm here with the OTS championship winner from Goslar, Alican Uksul. So Alican, you played Kashtira, right?
Right, what's up everybody? So I played Kashtira in the OTS championship in Germany in Goslar. And yeah, let's get into the deck.
Before we get started, you went 5-0, right?
Yes, I went 5-0. My matchups were 2 Sword Soul, 1 Striker, and the rest, 1 Sprite, and the other one, I was a mirror match actually. Okay. So yeah, it was pretty tough, but
pretty tough, true. And one Sword Soul matchup was against me, actually.
Right, one was against the cameraman, that's true. One was actually against another friend in the finals. So yeah, played 2 friends on that day.
Okay, then here we go.
So for the main deck, it's pretty standard. We have 3 Unicorn, 3 Fenrir, 2 Rysard, 1 Scareclaw, and 1 Oker. This is like, I wouldn't change anything. It's the standard package. You could play 2 of these because he outs all the problem cards like Dragoon and Evermax and all that stuff.
Yeah, he's negating in the battle phase, right?
Exactly. Yeah, the rest was like perfectly fine.
Okay.
Too much change, but there's nothing to say. For the other monster cards, I had 3 Ash Blossoms and 3 Lava Golems. The Ash Blossoms were mainly for the branded matchup, which I did not face, and against Book of Eclipse. And Lava Golem did not perform that well. I did not see it that much, but it was mostly against the likes of Sprite and Sword Soul. But yeah, I'm thinking to cut this one out for the side deck maybe.
Okay.
Then for the spells, we have 4 field spell. We have 3 Birth, 3 Theosis. Yeah, this one's also pretty standard too, not much to say. You always want to see this, you always want to see this. I cut one of these going second, like I played 2 of these.
No, actually, why?
So, because I don't want to see multiple copies in start end going second. It can be pretty annoying. Yeah, but otherwise, these are the ratios to go to.
Okay. Pretty standard build, right?
Yeah, that's pretty standard. Yep. Yeah, then for the text, we had 3 lands, Forbidden Lands, 3 Forbidden Chalice. Yeah, I really like the Forbidden cards, especially lands is very good going first. Because if you set up Rysard and pass, stuff like Runic, even Imperm struggles to get through Rysard. So it's a really good protective. And even in damage step you can use it, like I use it a lot of times, same with Chalice.
Yeah, it's pretty good backup, right?
Yeah, and Chalice also, like going first, even you can set it and in battle phase or negate something. Yeah. It was very strong.
Sure.
The other cards were 3 Book of Eclipse, mainly against the mirror matchup. It's also strong against other stuff like Sword Soul, for example, to bait out the negate.
True.
It was okay. Like you could cut these. I'm not sure. I gotta see how the meta evolves.
Yes.
For consistency reasons, I got 3 pot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think you have to play it also to attach on Rysard.
True. Strong card.
Basically,
yeah.
And for the last 2 cards, we have 2 traps, 1 preparations, and 1 Big Bang. Also pretty standard, like not much to say. Very strong cards.
Yeah. Pretty bad if you draw the Big Bang, right?
Yeah, which I usually did. Like I drew the Big Bang like at least 3 or 4 times.
Oh, pretty sad. Pretty sad. But it happens. Yeah. True.
You gotta draw the one-offs. For the extra deck, we have 2 Zeus, very good to clear boards, obviously. Then we have 2 Rysard. You might up this to 3. Like, if you play the mirror and they banish 2 and you lose 1, it can be tough. But for now, I went with 2. But you can definitely play 3.
Okay.
Then we have 2 Big Eye. This came in also pretty clutch a few times. I think 1 is enough. But yeah, if they banish the 1.
Yeah, true. You made it against me, against Sword Soul, and negated the first one. And then you just took my Baroness with the second one.
Yeah, that's true. Like Also in the mirror against Warsaw, this card is just, it can come up very strong.
True.
The only problem is that it's pretty slow, just like all rank 7s. It's not a quick effect, so your opponent can react to it before you use it. Other than that, we have obviously 2 Shangri-La, pretty standard. Like, I did not lock up that many zones.
Yeah.
I didn't need to, but yeah.
Most of the time you're going for the safe board with just one right side, right?
Mostly I played against like around Nibiru.
Yeah.
If I could full combo, I did the full combo, but yeah, I took few Nibirus while doing that.
Yeah, true.
Not smart of Then for the one-offs, we have 1 Diablosis, very good card. If you go full combo, you need it.
Yeah,
like, not
true.
much to say. Then we have this guy who's also pretty strong because his effect is not once per turn, so you can pop 2 cards, problematic cards. Like came in, I think 1 or 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have this guy who I actually never played. For time reasons, he can be good, like if he has like not that much of life points left. But I didn't like this card. I probably.
And since tier isn't around anymore, it's not so often that you're going in time, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So with this deck, you don't go in time really, like very rarely. Then we have the links. This one is for Ibli. This one is to attach on Rysard, and this one is to out any stuff that might annoy you, because you can tribute him and then clear board.
Yeah, he's pretty good, just generic Rise, right?
Yeah. It's a very strong card, definitely, for Kashtira. Last card is Garura. I use it to attach on Rysard. If they Kaiju Rysard, you can at least get the draw with Garura. You could also play 1 Entis, Elder Entity, instead of this one, but I decided to go for this.
Okay.
Alright, so last thing we have left is the side deck. For the side deck, I played 2 Cosmics and 1 Duster against all the back row decks I expected to face, but I did not face. So I did not side, like I think I sided Duster and 1 Cosmic once, but that's it. Thankfully I did not play any Labyrinth. 3 Ibli. This card was bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I used it and they had Linkuriboh.
Yeah. People can just side in Linkuriboh and there you go. Yeah.
Like, I think this card is bad right now. The only positive is that they can't Nibiru you, they can't evenly you. They need to crash, but if you have the Army Rush, they can't crash because it will just tribute it off. So on big tournaments, I would probably cut this.
True, but with this card, it's with other cards that are working the same way. It's a kind of back and forth, right?
Right.
Because if you cut it, then people aren't gonna play Linkuriboh. Then you could play Lee again. Yeah.
It's the same with Branded's Ras Disciple back then.
True.
So yeah, you gotta see how it evolves, to be honest. Then we have 3 Shifter. I used to play this in main. I decided to pick it up inside. It's still a very good card. Like, it's almost FTK against all those roguish decks like Dark World or anything that relies, like, to be honest, much on the graveyard. Even against Branded, I sided in so I don't get the Gimmick Puppet. They need to hard draw the trap to still give it under Shifter.
Yeah.
Other than that, I sided in like quite a few times. Against Sword Souls, obviously, it's not that strong. Against Sprite as well. But yeah, it's too important to cut, from my opinion.
Yeah.
Next, we have the 3D Barrier, because it hits basically the top decks right now. It's a very strong card against Branded, against Sword Soul, again in the mirror match. It's okay. So it is a very strong card.
Yeah, it's just you flip this against Sword Soul, you flip this against Branded, and the turn basically ends.
It's past turn mostly. Yeah. So this card is very good. It won me actually the mirror match. The opponent had a Rise Heart.
Yeah.
He went for battle phase. Used the effect, detach 3, and then so
nice.
It also negates on field, which is very good. And for the last cards, we have 2 Evenly. Evenly going second, very good.
Very strong, yeah.
Like, I'm not a big fan of it in the mirror match because they just leave the right side and you still struggle a lot.
Yeah.
Like, Evenly was okay. It's still strong against Branded. It's still strong against stuff like Labyrinth, going second.
And strong against Warsaw if you bait the Baroness negation.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Last card was a pointer going first. Also very strong card. You pay 2k, so you don't play this in time. But you banish the card of your opponent's hand and they never get it back because you attach it to a Rise Art.
Yeah.
Which is very strong.
True.
And yeah.
True.
That's it for the deck.
That's it. So you said that you would cut the Lava Golem because you didn't use it that much, right?
Right.
Would you change anything else in the deck, or?
Right now, I probably would consider enemy controller.
Yep.
Which is also pretty strong, going second, and maybe Book of Moon, but I gotta check.
Okay.
It,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and before we end the video, are there any shoutouts you want to give?
Yeah. Shout out to my girlfriend Alina and everyone else who came with me that day. So the cameraman Kian and Tang, Puya, Sören, and yeah.
Yep, that's it. So thank you, Alican.
Thank you.
And hope to see you soon again in my videos.
Bye bye.